So as Michael said, we only have 10 minutes. So what I'm going to show you here is just a couple key points on the new spring release, and then stuff that isn't necessarily out on the internet, some pretty useful tips, I should say, on the spring release. And then if we have time, I do have some more. This is coming from a sales guy, more of the marketing and sales fluff. But if we get to that, unless you guys want to see that. So let me just go ahead and dig in here. So what's new? How many of you have seen the spring wave or are on 2013? Even know what's in it? It's probably good. Let me get a baseline. Okay. So, I mean, just the CRM Pro Professional, they added social listening, which is included for free, which I'll touch a little bit more on later. The big thing is Dynamics Marketing, or MDM, Microsoft Dynamics Marketing, social listening, and the unified service desk. So we'll talk a little bit more about each of those here in a minute, but just from a high level, that's where we're at. So for the marketing component, the key things are you can design your campaigns. Are you using third-party tools? Click dimensions or?
Act on.
I'm sorry?
Act on.
Act?
Yeah.
Oh, for
like,
is that better?
For like a website.
Oh, Extron?
Act on. ACT on. I don't know. I don't use it, but that's what marketing uses.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is a way, a lot of times you had to, in the past, you had these third-party products to do email marketing, email campaigns, and this is now being offered within Microsoft Dynamics Marketing. Sales connectors, pulling all that information together, marketing analytics. So a lot more robust than what you get out of it. Again, social insights, team sailing, a lot more advanced analytics. I'm not going to go through, I'm just going to buzz through these, like I said. Unified service desk for enhanced customer service and case management, service level agreements, entitlements, that sort of thing. So here's the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about, the important stuff. So Dynamics Marketing, it's a product. It's not just an add-on or a module of CRM. It's a separate product. It can be deployed standalone, so you don't even actually need Dynamics CRM to buy Dynamics Marketing, which is, I thought was rather interesting. Or you can have it integrated. You could buy one seat or one license or more, and it's a little bit pricey, which we'll talk about here at the end too, but the return on investment is huge with this product. It'll send out any amount of emails that you want from a marketing campaign. 50,000 are included. You can buy additional block of 10,000 at $50. So it's very cost effective, especially when looking at other third-party tools. The big question most people usually have is, does it monitor your IP reputation and blacklist? Yes, it does. And then, again, it is only offered as a cloud service. So if you log on, single sign-on through the Office 365 portal. It's not on-premise at this time. So, any questions about the new stuff on Dynamics Marketing?
Is this kind of like that
MailChimp?
MailChimp or?
Well, yeah, there's MailChimp, there's Constant Contact, there's Click Dimensions, Core Motives. That's just one component of it, but yes. So again, you'll have to use a third-party tool.
A couple things to think about from a marketing perspective. You have a website, you have emails, you have social components that we'll be talking about. How is that all information relating back to that contact? If you send an email, they look at the website. How do you know that they look at the website? This is what that is, So typically you will configure a campaign based on your leads that you entered. So you go to a trade show, you enter 300 leads. Now what happens to those? Everything happens within the CRM. You configure the campaign. Well, once the integration is connected, everything happens within the CRM. So you configure the campaigns, you configure the drip campaign, steps and other things like that, and email list the stuff from the CRM pushed in, processed, and the results come back to the CRM. That's what that is.
It also does, it'll manage your budgets and your resources for marketing. So instead of putting together Excel spreadsheets and that sort of thing, you can do that all within CRM and get approvals and workflows just like you would for other products. So I talked about the social listening piece earlier. This is really, really useful for business development and marketing folks. What you get is you get up to 10,000 searches or posts per user per month. And then there is a charge for additional searches, but you're alerted, so you know when you're reaching your allotment. So if you think about this, right now there's anywhere between a minute and a half an hour lag time from when somebody posts something on social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever that might be, until social listening pulls it in and it's posted in CRM. So, you know, a lot of people complain about the service they got from a cable company or an airline or XYZ, and it gets blasted, and it, you know, it's almost like it goes viral. You've seen some of these complaints, right? So you can get on top of that very quickly and alert for not only salespeople but customer service folks too. It's a pretty powerful tool there. One thing I found interesting is if you have at least 10 or more CRM online instances or licenses, I should say, it's free. There's no additional charge. And again, I'll talk a little bit about the pricing here in a minute. So, you know, for example, we had a customer that has just 5 CRM users right now, and they were interested in the social listening piece to add on at $100 per month per user, but it was actually cheaper to buy extra licenses for a third of the cost, and then you get it free. So, food for thought. Again, this can be purchased separately, and if you have on-premise licensing, again, it can be a standalone product, or it can be integrated online or on-prem. Any questions? All right. I touched on it a little bit earlier, but the big thing from a customer service standpoint is unified service desk and enterprise case management. Are you guys using CRM for case management or customer service at this point? Just sales and marketing? So the big thing there is, if you think about when you call up a company, you're trying to get some information, or you're calling about your bill that's too much or whatever, you get the automated systems and you're on hold forever, and then you talk to somebody and they're sitting there trying to look up your information and you're on the phone for a half hour. My gosh, I want that 30 minutes of my life back. So not only is it painful for you, but it's a huge expense for those companies. So to get faster call resolution, which keeps their customers happier, they can answer more customers, don't necessarily have to have as many employees doing a poor job versus, so it saves a lot of time and money for everybody and keeps people happy. The other thing with the spring release is that Parature is included. Are you guys familiar with Parature? It's probably a topic we'll cover at our next user group because it's pretty new product that's included in CRM. But again, from a timing standpoint, we don't have time to cover all of that today.
Is that the full version included?
With social listening, yeah.
Okay.
But again, you have to have, and actually I'll get to that here in just a second, Adam. So, what you get. Can everybody read that? Kind of. I can buzz through this all, but again, I don't like to sit up here and read. I like to talk through it. But this is what you get in a different SKU. So if you have the enterprise edition of CRM, it's $200 per month per user, but that includes Dynamics marketing, social listening, and the customer service piece of unified service desk and case management. Most of you probably have just the professional licenses, right? The full user, whether it's an on-premise license or on the online. So you get everything except for unified service desk and the marketing. But that's the big news there.
I'm confused. What makes the marketing better than what it is already, I guess?
Well, the marketing, you can set up campaigns, but you really can't execute the campaigns out of CRM, just the professional license.
I can answer that question.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
what you have right now with the marketing, you can create campaigns, you can track the cost, you can track campaign activities. Now, the next closer to use of people online can hear it. So you can do all of those things right now, but if you want to do blasts to 5,000 people, you can do that right now. You'll be blasting through your Exchange server, plus your IP addresses of where the blast came from will be exposed. So you have some things that potentially can make your email address for the entire company, to be part of the blacklist. Also, if I send out any HTML emails, landing pages, anything else I want to create, like surveys and those kind of things, I have to coordinate with my web team to make sure that they have those landing pages and other things like that built out. So out-of-the-box CRM system will not provide you the ability to say, look, I'm going to go in here, create this web page template and this email template with its images and landing pages and other things like that, and make this part of the campaign, and now when I execute the campaign, that email goes out to 5,000 people. And I will track the results of whatever that is.
You can do a survey type thing through the...
Yes, you can do the survey and those kind of things. So when you think about that integrated marketing, that's what it is. And one thing is to generate a list and take an action and plan that action, but other thing is to actually maintain the content. So when you get to the professional level or use a third-party provider like Dimensions or a couple other ones, you actually get that ability of, within the CRM, drop some images, get a template, create an HTML format, create a text format, saying, yep, this looks good to be published. The third-party provider will provide a web space for you to actually store those images and have those components accessible to the recipients of the email. So that's really the main difference. So yes, you can do all of those things right now from campaign perspective, but you don't have that web interface available to you. Unless you have pretty good dance with your IT folks where you say, look, I'm going to have this campaign, I'm going to use these images, make sure they're available, they're online, and other things like that. So that's the piece that we're talking about. And on top of that, you can also put some listening components where you say when the home page is hit or when particular web pages are hit, automatically track that some activity happened on those pages. So you can potentially look at which pages get most activity and start doing some analytics based on that as well.
And again, the other piece that's part of that is almost like a Microsoft project that's built into CRM for marketing. So you can put your budgets, you can put all the different resources and employees on your team and track their time and spend according to the budget, as well as ROI. What did you get out of that marketing? We're spending this much money, how much business did it bring in? It allows you to analyze and drill down just like you would for the traditional sales and marketing piece. Slide here. So again, this is something similar, just a different way it's laid out. So again, email marketing landing pages, nurture programs, lead management and scorecards, resource and asset management, those analytics, service desk portals. That's probably a better summary of what's different in Dynamics marketing. I think you guys probably know everything from here on down pretty well. But they did add social listening. That's new within the regular base price.